Hello everybody, it's Crow here once again. Or if you like, you could call me Joseph, since Joseph is my real name and Crow is my nickname. You could call me either Crow or Joseph, it doesn't matter to me. But anyways, I'm here once again to review another movie. This time it'll be on the 2000 comedy starring David Arquette and Scott Caan, Ready to Rumble. So the plot of Ready to Rumble is it's about two sewage workers named Gordy, played by David Arquette, and Sean, played by Scott Caan. They're both huge wrestling fans, and they're excited to go to watch another wrestling tournament tonight, where they'll be seeing their favorite wrestler of all time, Jimmy Kane, having a wrestling match against Diamond Dallas Page. When they were watching the wrestling match, they were impressed with Jimmy Kane defeating all of the other wrestlers, but they were heartbroken to see Jimmy Kane losing a wrestling match for the very first time. And they were especially heartbroken to see that Jimmy Kane is officially quitting from wrestling now that Diamond Dallas Page beat him in the wrestling match. So it's up to Gordy and Sean to find Jimmy Kane and persuade him to come back to being a wrestler and to beat Diamond Dallas Page, and that's what the plot is. My opinion on this film, I gotta say, this movie is super underrated. I enjoyed it. It was awesome and very funny too. And I thought the acting was really good. David Arquette did a really great job playing Gordy. Scott Caan did a good job playing Sean. And Oliver Platt did a really fantastic job playing Jimmy Kane. And I gotta say, Jimmy Kane is my favorite character in this movie throughout all of them. And yeah, Jimmy Kane was the best character in this film. And Martin Landau is also in this movie. He did a good job. He plays this old guy who's this wrestling coach named Saul. Martin Landau did a good job participating in this movie. And even Rose McGowan is in this movie. She plays one of these cheerleading girls that Gordy has a crush on. She did pretty good in this movie. And all of the famous wrestlers even had a cameo in this movie, like Bam Bam Bigelow, Randy Savage. Oh yeah, and even John Cena had a cameo in Ready to Rumble as well. And Diamond Dallas Page did a awesome job in Ready to Rumble. And there are a lot of scenes I like this movie. I like the scene where Gordy had an imagination where he was having a wrestling match against a convenience store employee. That scene was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. But I gotta say, the funniest part I've seen throughout the entire movie, and it's my favorite line in the movie as well, the scene where Gordy's dad tells his son that wrestling is fake, and Gordy screams at his father, "Wrestling's not fake!" That's a funny line, and I'm sure it never gets old. And pretty much all of the characters are great in this movie, but there's only one character that I did not like. That was Gordy's father, who's a police officer. Honestly, Gordy's father reminds me of Shawnee's dad from Scene. You know why? Because in Ready to Rumble, Gordy's father does not like how Gordy is a huge fan of wrestling, and he rather wants him to be a cop just like him. And it's also like in Scene where Shawnee's dad wanted Shawnee to be a criminal just like him and to join him and his gorilla gang on doing a lot of bank robberies. and he doesn't really like it when Shawnee wants to be a singer and to be in a singing competition. They're quite similar characters. Oh, and even though I didn't like Gordy's dad, I will admit I did like the climax part where Gordy and his father and Gordy's dad's police crew got to join in as wrestlers on the wrestling fight during the climax scene. That was a really epic scene. I enjoyed it. And Stephen Brill did a good job directing Ready to Rumble. So yeah, I have nothing else to say about Ready to Rumble. If any of you haven't seen Ready to Rumble yet, I definitely recommend it. It's an awesome movie. It's super underrated, and this is definitely an underrated wrestling movie that deserves more love and attention. So for my final rating of Ready to Rumble, I'm going to give Ready to Rumble a 9 out of 10 stars. It's a really great, entertaining, and fun wrestling movie for all you wrestling fans can enjoy watching. So there you have it. I hope you all enjoyed my review on Ready to Rumble. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is me signing off.